once again, it's a Nerd Block Mega.
Yay!
And I know what you're thinking. It looks like there's a horror block sitting on that disc. You could be right, but you're actually wrong because it's a grab block. So we've got September's Sci-Fi from Nerd Block, which has got
XFiles, Star Wars, and Star Trek.
And of course, because we were flip-flopping around our subscriptions, the little box came up for, would you care for a grab block? Of course, I had to say, of course. The only option I had was horror.
Is this our first horror grab block?
This is our first horror grab block ever. I've seen one done before. It actually had the Hoffinator in there and a couple other things. So it was a decent grab block. But grab blocks, of course, guaranteed a shirt and, 3 or 4 items. They're usually pretty kick-ass. My hesitation is because it's horror. And sometimes they knock it out of the park and sometimes they foul out. So, So it's September. It's the Sci-Fi block. And the theme is a lot of muddling. Hey everybody, I'm Scott.
And I'm Kendra.
Welcome to another Guru Review. So with what? Star Wars and Star Trek and Star something.
Yes, they're definitely covering all the fandoms here. Hopefully leaning towards Star Wars, obviously, but we'll see. So let's get into it.
Speaking of sci-fi and aliens, there's something on that shelf that's in 3 boxes that I've been dying to do an unboxing for. Can't do it yet.
Yeah.
Well, it's the only thing that would get me to move her up there, but we'll have to retransition.
Yeah.
Stop talking about that. I don't know. Something.
Yeah, there wasn't too much of a theme this month. Definitely just a
Kind of we're all over the place.
General sci-fi theme. So.
Yeah, squirrel. And it's it's kind of all over I don't even know what we're looking at. Oh, okay, never mind. That's kind of cool in a nerdy, gooky kind of way. Is that?
This is cool.
Oh, it's
Makes Death Stars.
Oh, now that's neat.
It's a silicone. I thought for a second they had these things in Japan. They're egg molds where you put like a hard-boiled egg into it. I feel like you could use this as an egg mold too. Possibly, we'll see.
So it's ice molds, and they make the Death Star spheres, 4 of them. We're gonna have to do that. We've done stuff with the
yes, I am gonna try making eggs out of these though.
Other ice molds that we've done.
Cause look, it's a perfect shape for an egg.
Yeah, but are you gonna heat it up?
Well, what you do is you boil an egg and then you put it in here, and then it cools and it molds it. So we'll have Death Star eggs.
Oh no, that would be cool.
So I think I'm gonna try that.
That is
We'll let you know how it
worthy of going online.
Yeah. Okay, I'm sure. Is this extra? Yeah.
Well, it's an adult large, so we could go either way with this, because their larges are, I'll tell you right now which direction it's going to go. Oh, that's it. The song that will haunt you because you heard it when you were a small child.
Yeah.
It is an XFiles T-shirt, only because it says, I want to believe. Like Okeechobee. Okabogie.
It's a pretty cool shirt.
Said it wrong. Yeah, it's a neat shirt.
Yeah.
It's shirt punch bounces around. I think they finally have settled, or maybe they have for a while, on an actual Gildan. They're heavier cotton with tear-offs. I mean, they're a good shirt. They're not quite as comfortable as some of the other blocks, but they're consistent, which is important because one of the companies changes their T-shirt vendor all the time. Drives me nuts.
And there's a patch.
Was that another patch? Oh, well, it's not another patch.
Death from Above. This looks familiar.
And a tattoo. Starship Troopers.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I've seen it once, twice.
Yeah.
It's been a while. So they've got, of course, the temporary tattoo and a matching patch.
Yeah, kind of a quirky film.
Yeah, it was kind of. They made a couple sequels too. You know, in the era for when it came out, you know, it was decent. I think it got, you know, light theater work, but you know, I mean, it was one of those. Vanderbeek was in it, and he was transitioning to movies or something like that. But that's really cool.
This is cool. It's a little like lunch, like how they had it in like the 50s and 60s,
or sometimes even in the 70s.
Yeah.
And early 80s, we did have lunch pails like that.
It's a Kirk and Spock. It's cute because it's like tiny. Because I don't think we have space for a big one, you know. So I like the little tiny one.
I had one of those. I had a Dukes of Hazzard one. Back when you had aluminum lunch pails.
Yeah.
And you had a matching thermos. Ah, the wonderful times.
Yes, that's cute.
Growing up in the 70s. Anything inside?
No.
No? I like it.
It's really cute, yeah. I like it.
It's eclectic. I like it. It's cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to do this because it is X-Files again. But, so we had the shirt. So we're doubling down on X-Files. Chain of custody. It's like an evidence bag. But, and maybe that's really what it is. He's got like the poster he always had in his office, was I Want to Believe. I know, I've scarred you for life by watching episode after episode.
No, I don't remember.
This is actually something beyond. Alright, we're going to have to open this up.
Yeah,
I mean, it is some kind of a bag. It's an evidence bag, but there's something else going on with this. It's got Velcro.
Oh, it's like a lunch bag.
Oh, like your brown bag in it.
Yeah.
I like it. I see it.
It's actually nice. It's got
I see
like
a theme. Oh, really?
Lined on the inside, like for heat.
Oh, really?
Attention.
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah.
Yes, it does. I'm going to have to bring this to work one day.
Yeah.
Of course, nobody would get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's cool. So yes, and how you roll it up and you brown bag it and you roll it. It folds over and your Velcro.
That's cool.
Sticks. So it's your lunch is in the evidence bag from the crime scene. Yeah, like that chain of custody molder. And this is the logo of like the movie, but it's 2016. Telling you not to. Do not place exposed food directly into bag. Utilize smaller containers for packaging.
That's cool.
You know, it's funny. Anytime there's warning labels or anything else on there, there's reasons for it because somebody did something at one point, and what we think is common sense obviously wasn't at one time. See, that's what I saw that out of the corner of my eye, and I thought.
This is cool. It's Doctor Who. With the third Doctors, this is definitely like.
I was gonna say that there's
50s,
not
60s.
the 10th or the 11th Doctor. It's the 10th Doctor that you like, if I remember correctly. 10th.
This girl has like a 60s, 50s.
Boy, she's just knocking it out of the park with all these 50s, 60s, 70s, old man next to me themes going on.
No, I like vintage stuff.
But, I mean, really, when you're looking at it, I mean, that's what we've got going on. I mean, we've got the tin brown bag lunch, which you just don't see.
Yeah.
The classic Doctor Who. The Death, is that the Death Star, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so Death Star, so it's not like it's the newer one. You know, so everything here is kind of 70s, really, is what it is. Because 77, they were on TV. X-Files not, though. That's weird. But hey, you know, but looking at what else is in here. Oh, it's a, oh, this is cool.
Yeah, this is a really cool print.
Now, really, she's going to have it, but I want this because when you see it, you have got my infamous cast of ladies, which I don't say, which were some hot women that I had crushes on some of these here growing up.
Yep, of course we've got Sigourney Weaver.
Yes.
Carrie Fisher.
Lieutenant Uhura.
Yeah.
Of course, Carrie Fisher has the way that every young man remembered her in the wonderful metal-clad bikini in Return of the Jedi.
This is cool. We have Mila Djokovic.
Yep, can't even say it. Don't even try.
Fifth Element. I don't know what this is.
That I don't know either. I'm looking at that, and it almost
like,
to me is like Charlie's Angels, but you know what? We'll find out. That is neat. I like
yeah,
that.
I really like
that is like a
awesome.
montage. See, everything is 70s. Yeah. I guess it's just they bled the X-Files into the bag, because that was brown bag in it. I just don't. I mean, X-Files wasn't out back then. We'll find out.
Wasn't either, because Element came out in the 90s, right?
Well, yeah, and that was 83 for Return of the Jedi. This was 78 or 79.
Yeah, 60s.
Well, let's find out. Exclusive block, right up top. X-Files bag. Let's see what they have to say.
This is cool.
September 2016, maintain the proper chain of custody with this exclusive X-Files lunch bag. Yeah, again, it doesn't really... fake grease stains included. Yeah, there are a couple stains on it. They've got the bonus $10 plus $10. So you're really getting $20 worth of credit. And I don't know if they're going to let you redeem more than one or not, because I have bought stuff with these already. And you had one code per, but Tom Kennedy Space Girls art print.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Celebrities of the fiercest women in space. In case you didn't already know, Space Girls rock. And just a link for him on Instagram, X-Files shirt. Let's see here, and then the Death Star ice mold, exclusive lunch pail, exclusive tattoos, exclusive Doctor Who. I mean, 6 exclusives in the box. The only thing that was not was, of course, the Star Wars, which obviously with the branding on that. You know, and sometimes I haven't always been fond with some of the exclusive items that came from Nerd Block, but this, I liked everything that was exclusive in this. I mean, it's, ooh. I always have to cheat. October. Mystery Science Theater 3000. She doesn't know. To explain it to her, classic. Judge Dredd. Ooh. And Jurassic Park. They are calling for 4 exclusives in the Sci-Fi block. For October, that is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
And, you know, $10, $20 in shirt punch cards. So, final thoughts on this. I loved it. This was
a good block.
Home run. The old man smiled at just about everything that came out of this thing.
Yeah, definitely like a throwback box.
You know, and I know you're the patch person. I liked the temporary tattoo, because those were big when I was a kid.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, so that was the old man throwback to the temporary tattoo. I'll put one right there. But yeah, this was cool.
Yeah.
Absolutely liked it. Good job, Nerd Block. Nerd Block in general does great. The classic Nerd Block's usually killing it, but Sci-Fi stepped up hard this month. Perhaps they're making up for a little situation with a... Never mind.
Yeah, I would definitely say this is in like my top 5 prints. We have a lot of prints, but I really like this actually. It's pretty dope. So.
See, now this exclusive for Alien or Aliens. I like this one with her. Much more use when we hang it on the wall versus a record.
Yeah.
On that note, we are going to put this bad boy to rest, and hopefully we'll still be resting in peace with the horror grab block that came up. As I'm so on the fence. I want it to absolutely bomb, because then I won't be tempted to sign back up for it. In the same case, I want redemption. Like they're gonna put something in there that's over the top,
it's
and I'm like,
rise from the grave.
I'm like, oh gosh, now they're gonna get us for 4 subscriptions every month.
Yeah.
So you never know, because we can't, you know, we've tried to get rid of it and go to another thing multiple times, and it just keeps rearing its ugly head. So,
so let's get into it.
it to be awesome and fail at the same time.
I feel like that many horror movies haven't come out this month. Would it be in October? Am I the only one?
No, you know what? You're right, because there's not... Normally we're inundated even in September for stuff coming out this month. And then, of course, occasionally you'll get the...
Like, I feel like the biggest, like, horror announcement was The Ring versus The Grudge. They did a movie in Japan with that.
Yeah, they didn't...
That's about it.
What, Don't Breathe, but that, really wasn't horror. Horror was more suspense drama, and that's already been out.
Horror.
Was it? Oh, really? The Blind Guy?
Yeah.
Oh.
I've heard a lot of talk about that movie.
Okay, well, I'll have to check that out. My long list of movies that I won't see, but...
Yeah. So hopefully the horror block will bring some horror love to us.
This will be it. This will be where
October.
The gigantic bug that is hibernated in just jumps out and face hugs me. All right, let's see what we got.
Oh, it's just... Yeah.
And we're not going to edit this, including that statement. So this is one of the reasons why I've had a problem with it. Now, not a huge deal, but if any of you have watched our channel for a long enough time, you know I constantly refer to a salt and pepper shaker because we've gotten multiple salt and pepper shakers. But the horror block, one of their biggest... Good shirt. One of their biggest problems is they do a ton of exclusive items, but they're crazy items. They're stuff that's like, like a salt and pepper shaker that I already have that I can't stand.
So now you can earn your chance to win one, because it'll be in the giveaway. So
it literally was. I jinxed myself. I got my wish because I was hoping they weren't going to pull me back in. And what do I see? The first thing I see is not the shirt. It's the salt and pepper shaker.
And
hashtag no more.
Zombie bottle opener.
Which we have
right
over here.
Yeah.
Again, it's a grab block. So, expecting the possibility of having stuff we already have here, which isn't a problem. This is going to go all in the kitty for some folks who maybe not have that. And somebody may love salt and pepper shaker. Pin. I did not see the pin.
Yeah.
Okay, so now there's a pin and a shirt in here, which probably are going to redeem the whole box. Because when you see the pin...
Yep, it's Jason's mask.
So it's cool, and when you see the shirt, this is one of these things where I don't even want to touch the shirt.
No, why?
Because this is one of those movies that freaks me out. Okay, we're going to do it.
The Crow?
It's not The Crow.
Jeepers Creepers?
Look closer.
Oh!
Hold on. Let me check. Hold on, it may be you anyway.
No,
anyway. Large. Well, it can go either way. I've got this. Yeah. So
this is freaky.
It is The Grudge. Speaking of, because you said something about
The Ring.
it. Or The Ring.
Sadako.
I'm sorry. It's The Ring.
Yeah.
Which you were talking about that with The Ring versus The Grudge.
Yeah.
The whole thing with the girl with the hair in front of her face, anything with kids is always kind of freaky deek to me. That or like what the one with the lights out, where the shadow and the freaky deaky eyes, and it's always some crazy little mama, all that stuff. But yeah, I mean The Grudge and The Ring were both great movies. Freaked me out, but yeah. All right.
Oh my god.
So, here you go. This is
super helpful
exclusive.
Though.
This one's actually pretty funny.
It's practical.
This will get use in the house. More so than this. I'm going to actually... I think the other one's still in the box.
Yeah. It's a back scratcher.
It is. Yes. This actually, I think, came out the month before we ever got our first horror block subscription, or it was one of the months where we had canceled it, because I remember somebody saying something about, oh my gosh, a back scratcher. So they had the same reaction I did about the salt and pepper shaker. Let me get on there. I'm going to just see. Right. I mean, actually, that's not bad, actually. Really. I mean, when you think about it, I've gotten more use out of this back scratcher Then it's
Yeah.
right there. So, yeah.
And we have our Rue Morgue, pretty freaky cover. It's Rob Zombie.
Guy is sick,
Monsters,
twisted, creative, and a
Mayhem.
great horror maker.
Monsters, Mayhem, Murder, and Metal. Rob Zombie. This is April 2016.
He knows how to marry heavy metal and horror exceptionally well. Like, did you see that front page with the kid with the no eyes thing?
Yeah.
See, like, that stuff is just kind of always creeps me out.
Ooh.
Yep.
So this did pass, but Rue Morgue had Dark Carnival with George Romero, Guillermo del Toro.
Oh wow.
And
Bill Moseley. We were gonna see Bill Moseley at
Spooky Empire.
Spooky Empire, which unfortunately got a little derailed because of Matthew, but.
Ooh, this is cool.
Alright, so when you're looking at that, zombie back scratcher exclusive, blah 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 blah. Okay, so ages 14 plus, 0 to 3, don't use the zombie back scratcher. That's funny. And like every grab block, it's nothing beyond same corner piece, another credit. Here is, so they are opening up their shop. And so this is a $10 credit for the store. October 20th. Your one-stop shop. Your one-stop nerd shop launches October 20th, 2016. Again, we've mentioned this before with them. They're, married with Shirt Punch, so they're going to have an online store for things that maybe you missed out on, and give you the opportunity to get any kind of overstock they have, which would be cool. I will be waiting to log in on the 20th.
And I actually just saw here, there's a horror block ad on the back page of the Rue Morgue magazine. And of course they've got Jason and
For
what's his name?
Scream. Well, Scream is the thing. So it's all the evil you can get. So the October theme has got all the big boys, which of course would make me, with the Hellraiser, want to subscribe for 1 month, because you've got Jason, you've got Freddy, you've got Pinhead, Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah. Oh no, this is just an advert. This is just an advert.
Okay.
It's not for October.
I was gonna say, they're killing me. They must sit back and just watch to torture me.
Yep. So cool.
All right. So a predictable horror block, even though it was a horror grab block.
Yeah.
So.
I like the pen.
As a company, we really like Nerd Block. They have an enormous amount of diversity, and they give their subscribers a lot to look at. And just for some reason, I'm more partial to some other blocks that are out there. But we definitely love their Nerd Block Classic, their sci-fi, and their comic blocks are fantastic.
Yep.
So on that note, I want to thank everybody for taking the time to watch. Please like, subscribe, comment below, and share with your friends.
Yep. Until next time, stay weird. Bye.